Hey everyone, super excited to be joined with Katie from Glossier. Have we known each other a year now?
I
I think
think
it's
over a year.
is it? Okay, I think I for sure know it's coming up on a year for January when we hung out at the CX Mixer at NRF.
Yes.
And then when I was thinking about people to talk to about AI, I'm like obviously a huge fan of the product, and so I knew I had to get you on here. But for those who don't know you and Glossier, give us a little bit of background on yourself.
Sure. So I'm Katie. I'm the head of CX at Glossier, and we make makeup, skincare, and fragrance. And our mission is to change how the world sees beauty. So we want to give everybody a voice through beauty. I have been in the ecom CX space for over a decade. I've worked in food, I've worked in community, but beauty is my favorite space to work in. I think it's so fun, and the customers are so passionate.
Yeah, and I think when you were on the CX Mixer podcast, I remember my son was like, "Who's that girl? Her voice sounds like happiness." And I think that still holds true. So I think anybody listening to our little 15-minute conversation here, hopefully they get like a nice little boost of energy and excitement. But I wanted to pick your brain today a little bit on like what's something really cool that Glossier is using when it comes to AI in your customer experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I am such a big fan of AI when it's used discerningly. And I think there's like a lot of conversations about like the robots are going to take all of our jobs. And um, I don't think that they should do that. I think
Yes.
something that's really important about the Glossier customer experience is the team there. And I have people on my team who've been there for 7, 8 years and know the brand and the product so well. And they are the reason we have good customer experiences. And the way I think about AI is a way to take things off of their plate so that
Mm.
they can focus on the stuff that like you actually need a person for. It's totally fine to have an AI, pull a tracking link for Wizmo or help you with a return or an exchange if it allows a person to then get to spend half an hour on a skincare recommendation so they can get like really down in the nitty gritty and give you something personalized. And I think that's how I'm really looking at AI is this kind of like triage agent. So really looking at emails that come in and we get a lot of questions about ways to engage with the brand, ways to partner with the brand, ways to connect with the brand. And AI has been such a great asset for us in figuring out where to send people to the right place. So for example, we are on TYB as a community space. Right now, it is available in the US. So if we have customers write in saying, like, how do I partner with you? How do I get more involved?
Mm.
We can send US customers, say, join TYB. You can do challenges, you can earn coins, you can connect with us
Okay.
versus a customer in, another part of the world where we might not be as established yet, but we'll let them know, sign up for our mailing list, keep an eye on our socials. Like we have more things coming soon. So really figuring out where to send people to get them the right information that our team could do, but super easy because it is a little bit more prescriptive for the AI to do. And then like my team gets to do the stuff that really you need a person for.
Is it being conversational with these influencers or these people reaching out to you? Okay,
Absolutely.
so if I reach out to Glossier and say, "Hey, I have 200 followers on on my LinkedIn. Can I be a Glossier influencer?" It'll politely tell me to go somewhere
Who
else.
knows? Maybe we need more LinkedIn influencers. That's not something we've explored. So maybe you're going to be our first LinkedIn influencer, Larry, with the
I'm
Glossier
gonna
You
I'm gonna have
Club.
to reach out to the AI and try it. I mean, so what this is taking, I mean, I guess I'm not super familiar with the behind the scenes of the beauty industry. Are you getting these requests a lot? Like this is something that's kind of unique that is taking a lot off your agent's plate, or was this
Yeah.
something that was okay?
We are getting 30 to 40% of our inquiries are just people who want to be more involved with the brand, whether that's be partnering with the brand. Is it like, oh, there's not a store near me. Like, how do I encourage you to build a store near me?
Oh,
Or like, are you going to have a pop-up? I saw you did this pop-up. Like, can you do another one near me? And in addition to just replying to those, the AI also helps us with categorization in Gorgeous. So in actually like setting the ticket field. So like this is what the customer is writing in about so that when I'm then pulling data about what are people asking, like I have all that information from the AI so I can say, oh, we have actually a lot of people this week write in about wanting new retail stores. That's interesting because we like had an anniversary for a retail store and I can kind of like tell the story with that data that the AI is helping us collect.
interesting. Because 30 to 40% seems like a lot, right?
It's definitely the biggest that I've seen in my career. And I think that it's kind of wild that like people are writing in not with like traditional like customer service inquiries, but we want to be more involved in the brand. We are
Yeah.
very passionate about the brand. Like, how cool is that?
Well, I think we've talked about that before. Like, you guys are great at building out a community, whether it's on social media or stuff. So I'm sure people see that buzz and then they're like, how do I get to be part of it? Is this AI like a sneaky sales agent? Like, obviously it's kind of protecting the brand identity and the actual customer experience, even from like a influencer or getting, a brand ambassador. But is it encouraging people to go and purchase products, or is it doing other things that
That's such a
are
great question. Not yet. I have some ideas for what I would like to do as I'm building out my AI chat for the future, and specifically like where do we place the AI on site to help customers to steer them to new launches or help them build a basket, and then also like bringing in like we do in email, having the AI answer some more of the transactional chat questions, so that like I do have people in my retail stores who are staffing our live chat, which I think is pretty unique. So like if you
Mm,
live chat us right now, you'll probably talk to somebody who's on the floor in the store right now and can help build you a routine.
interesting.
But having the AI help supplement that with general product questions, we've done this for a while. We know when something comes out what the launch questions are going to be, and if we can set the AI up with a one pager about, hey, here's all the nitty gritty about this product, and like here is how to give customers the information that they need to buy it. I look at what my team does a lot as education, not
Uh-huh.
just like service, because there's a lot of questions for things like fragrances, for things like color cosmetics that people want to know if they
Yeah.
can't try them. And that is what we are doing both in the AI side and the human side.
Like, I imagine people are reaching out saying, "Does the gingerbread chapstick taste like gingerbread?"
Yep.
Like, how do
Every
you
time. Yeah. What
filter?
does it smell like? Does it have real gingerbread in it?
Yeah,
What is the tint like? And I mean, I have my team at home and we have, and I will show you all of the bombs in front of us so
yeah.
that we can like do swatches for people and say, like, okay, here is the gingerbread, and then here is the hot cocoa, and here is the espresso, and like here are the tint differences.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been the theme of like how can you take some of the mundane human tasks off, but not lose that human influence. And I know like obviously from talking to you, like that's a huge part of Glossier is this like human touch and everything that you guys are doing when it comes to the experience that you're providing for customers. When a brand that's hearing this and they're like, okay, I'm getting a lot of requests for loyalty or ambassadorship, like what are things that they should be looking for in technology, or when you're like vetting out a new AI technology, what are you looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first thing is that like there needs to be a way to like follow an existing process and like kind of like some QA stop gaps. Like the thing that I always tell people when they're starting for AI is like put aside your time and your team's time to like do that QA. Because I think especially with Gen AI, like it can learn, but you need to be able to give it that feedback. And so
Mm,
I have somebody on my team, shout out to Annabelle, who is QAing our AI every week and like giving them in the moment feedback and writing up, like a one pager version of like, hey, Camille, who's the name of our AI agent, like here is all the information you need about like this new process specifically for them. So they kind of have like their own trainer. So really just having that kind of, I look at it as a two-way street. Like the AI is doing a lot of work, but we also have to do a lot of work to make sure it has what it needs to be successful. It's almost like
yeah.
you're training a new agent. It's not just like a one and done, turn it on, and then it's going to solve all of your tickets and solve all of your problems. Like you're coaching it in real time. And I've been really lucky. I think our AI partner, Yuma, their team has been great and will hop onto Slack with me and troubleshoot things or, give feedback, and their CEO will jump in with suggestions. So I think it's really important to have a partnership like that and just
Yeah.
make sure you're continuing to treat your AI like you would a regular agent and give it that coaching.
Where do you think that this type of technology or AI in general is moving? It's moving so fast, right? Like
Mhm.
you mentioned a lot about your experience. I'm sure at previous positions you probably weren't leveraging AI as much as you are now.
No.
And so where do you think, like let's just say like 12 months out, you think AI is going to be for CX?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how AI is expanding across channels. Like I just mentioned, I'm working on expanding AI to chat, and I think like even just a year ago when I was looking at AI, like it was really email focused, and now we're seeing like how do we do AI for social? How do we do it for DMs, for comments, for chat, for
Yeah.
phones, even for SMS, for WhatsApp, and I'm really excited to see what AI companies are doing to recognize and tailor the AI to the channel, because our phone voice versus our chat voice versus our social voice versus our email voice are very different. And you need a certain level of like robotic discernment
Yeah.
to have a good experience there. I don't just want, an AI that's going to do the exact same thing no matter what channel and no matter who the customer is.
And I know from talking to you, you're not a big fan of phone.
I'm not. No, we don't have phones. We don't have live phones. So
Yep.
I have been pitched AI for phones and I'm still skeptical of it. But listen, I believe that the technology could get there one day where I maybe think, oh, this could be a good idea. But you know me, I'm very anti-phones. And I think we have such a customer base that's very engaged online.
Yeah.
Like there are months where we get more Instagram DMs than email because our customers are on Instagram and they're like, I'm just gonna DM them. Why would I want to open my email app and send an email?
I'm still trying to figure out how to get into your Slack channel your super secret Slack channel for brand
super
loyalists.
super secret Slack channel. Listen, I was talking to somebody on our brand team the other day about all the exciting things they're doing in 2026 for Glossier Labs, our super secret Slack channel, and I am excited to get more involved.
I
So
mean, if
who
you need
knows?
a
Maybe
middle-aged Midwest dad to give you some opinions on,
listen, you're an influencer for Glossier UEDP.
I
Like,
don't, I'll be like, I've got a lot of good lip balm ideas. We could do like corn on the cob. Let's see, what are some other tater tot hot dish,
do
fresh
you
cut
know about
grass?
Glossier's infamous shower corn?
No.
Okay, this is not about AI at all, but I do think this is like fun brand irreverence. We have the first time we released our beauty bag, which is like a makeup case. The photographer shot it in a shower, and there was just an ear of corn, and just to like be fun and irreverent. And all anybody talked about the whole campaign was, but why is there corn? And we ended up using those images and like the corn as part of our holiday campaign that year because everybody was so obsessed with shower corn. Shower corn still brings me joy. So maybe showercornbomb.com.
Oh, and how easy would it be to include a corn in the background of photos with AI?
So easy.
Time to
There you
start
go.
doing it.
Just put corn in there.
Well, I think that's the best way to end this
To end it
conversation.
on corn.
End it on corn, because I think then that way this will be the most memorable thing, and that's what everybody will talk about afterwards. But as always, I appreciate your energy and your insight. And if people want to connect with you, they can connect with you on LinkedIn or see one of your plays in New York.
Yeah. Come see me be a playwright as well as a CX manager.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Larry.